Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Valrico here, and today we're going to be talking about something that is very important for people who haven't played Battlefield in the past or don't really know much about it, or who are like Call of Duty players, or people who just, picked up Battlefield 1 for the very first time. And this video is going to be about how to properly play with the tank and also properly dispatch of enemy tanks quickly and easily in or outside of the tank. Now, first things first, I was playing with my buddy Jamie, and as you can see, I started shooting at the land ship. That's the second hit I put on the land ship. I, saw it coming from their enemy, my enemy spawn, basically, and I decided to put some shells on him to damage him up, and then I take him out really, really quick. I mean, he had no chance because it's me and my buddy Jamie and this other guy, this other blue guy who's in a tank as well. And we basically swarmed on them. We saw them very quickly coming from their spawn. And here's another enemy tank that hasn't gotten blown up yet. I guess I thought it was blown up, but some guy jumped out and then he ends up getting blown up. But it's very easy to play with the tanks. It's not very complicated as long as you stay safe, stay smart, especially with the light mini tank. That's very important because the light mini tank is very agile, but it also doesn't have that much armor. It takes a few hits to hit it to destroy it, probably 3 or 4 AT rockets from shooting at it from the side, but it's very easy to get ambushed. And right here I get fucking really nervous because there was like 3 or 4 guys, and I was trying to switch in between my canister shells and the regular tank cannons. So what you're gonna want to do is when you get into the light tank, all you're really supposed to be doing with the light tank is to basically patrol between 2 or 3 flags and try to take out infantry, because it's very hard to take out a heavy tank with the light tank. Obviously, for namesake, one's got more armor than the other, and I'm actually getting damaged up right here, and I don't know how that guy didn't die by the splash damage. I was like, really? So I back up right here, I get the other guy, he comes running around the corner, and watch, he eats another cannon shell, and I'm like, how is this guy not dead? So I just shoot at the wall behind him and kill him. For a novice tank player, you would have probably gotten blown up right there. But for me, I've gotten pretty used to driving with the light tank. I've gotten probably about 2 hours just in the light tank alone, so I've gotten used to the controls, the damage, and just the all-around feel on how and where I need to position myself. So basically, like I was saying before, you need to stay in between flags and try to, trim the fat, I would like to say, which is, kill the infantry trying to get on flags, like this straggler right here. He actually hides in his corner, but one of my team, oh no, he runs out. Look at him, he thinks he's gonna get away. It's not happening. Sit down, sir. I'm gonna need you to go back to your spawn. So as you're patrolling in between flags, back and forth, you want to make sure, as you look at the bottom right corner, you see I have 1 cannon shell left, and it will sit like that unless you press the square button, which basically starts the automatic, well, not the automatic, but the manual reload of your tank shells, because you always want to keep 4 tank shells, for the simple fact that if you only have 1 tank shell and you get overrun, it takes a long time for you to reload the tank shell and put it in the barrel. So you want to watch that, and you also want to watch your health at the bottom. And what I'm doing right now is keeping the enemy in front of me. I don't want them to go behind me. I know where they're all at. They're basically running down this hill. You'll see a guy who actually went prone a little bit in front of me and hits me with the AT mine, and I see him down there. I spot him, I hit him and get a little bit of splash damage the first time. I shoot him again and he dies, but he got a AT rocket off one more time. So look at the positioning right now. I'm on the other side of this little hill, giving me a little bit of cover and protection from any enemy fire, and most of the enemy can't even see me right there. As you can see, there's 3 or 4 guys up there, and they can't even see me because I'm on, the positioning was so on point. Putting yourself, and this goes with, not just driving tanks, but just running around. You always want to keep a barrier between you and the enemy. You want to bob and weave through buildings if you're the infantry. You want to keep a wall of cover near you, or just protection, whether it's a mound hill or trench or something, anything, to keep yourself from getting shot, because you die really, really fast on this game. Just like any other shooter, you die quickly, unless it's like a Halo or something. So you want to keep yourself behind cover at all times, even if you're in a tank. You know, you don't want to take too many direct hits. You know, I always, even if I take one hit, I kill whoever shot me, and then I, you know, back up a little bit out of the area, and then repair myself, because I don't want to get blown up. I want to stay in the tank for as long as possible, and I've, you know, gone on 39 kill streaks in the light tank. So, you know, that's all you have to really do. So, you know, with that being said, just play smart, play safe, and you'll stay alive in the tank for a very, very long time. Alright, so I've showed you how to drive the light tank properly and use it to, you know, take out enemy tanks and enemy infantry safe, easy, and with minimal damage and minimal ambushes from the, you know, enemy infantry. So now I'm going to show you a clip, the easiest way to take out enemy tanks, vehicles, any kind, the quickest and fastest and easiest way on the game at the moment. So what you're going to want to do is put one of your equipments as the anti-tank mine. That's very important. So after you do that, you want to have the AT rockets and the AT mines to take out tanks. And as you can see right here in this clip, I'm laying down and putting some AT rocket fire on the tank. I got 2 or 3 shells on them. I drop down again, I go prone, I shoot another one, and what I'm going to do right now is slip the AT mines right underneath the tank, and it's going to drive over it and explode, and I get 4 or 5 kills right off rip. I kill everybody in the tank. I killed the guy next to it. Everybody was destroyed, and they're very easy to put down. You don't have to put them down like old school Battlefield 4, where you have to place them down on the ground. You can literally just go tap 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 on the R2 button if you're on the PlayStation, or whatever button it is on PC, and you can basically drop the mines. You can actually even drop the mines under the tank while it's actually sitting there on the ground. So as soon as it moves, it explodes. Very easy to do, very effective on the tanks. Basically the most effective way to destroy the tank that I've found. The AT mines aren't as strong. They're basically like RPGs. So, you know, the AT mine dispatches of tanks easily and fast as possible, but you gotta be able to get close to the tank, very slick. You have to run up behind it or get into its blind spot. What I did in that clip was not very smart, was running head onto it, but thankfully the tank driver was absolutely horrible, so I was able to get close to him really quickly. But you want to run up behind it most of the time and then try to put it down, and hopefully, you know, you shoot an AT mine at it and he backs up. Or excuse me, not an AT mine, but an AT rocket. Sometimes I'll put down the mines like 2 feet behind it, and then I'll shoot AT rockets at the back, and then, you know, the tank driver will get nervous and he'll back up and boom, blows up. So with that being said, that's pretty much it. That is how you know, drive the tanks and use the tanks effectively, and also destroy the tanks playing as an infantry fighter. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. YouTube.com/Valrico, and I'm out of this bitch. Peace.